Good morning, y'all. It is early. The sun is just coming up and it's already warm, so that's why we're out in the garden. We're going to do a July garden update, mid-July, and we're going to harvest today too. So I hope you'll stick around and let's see what we got going on in the garden. I'm going to turn you around while we're underneath the arch so I can show you the cucuzzas. Okay. You can see a lot of the dying stuff. Those are my cucumbers. I did cut them at the bottom so I could see what was going on. They pretty much all gave out already. But while I'm on this side, I'll show you. I have a couple of Tigger melons. This one, and then there's one right here that's starting to change colors. And I have some tiny baby ones right here, another one right there, and then right there. So we'll see. I left that vine growing, and that's why I didn't pull down all the pickles, because I don't want them to, I don't want to disturb those vines. And then this, on this side, is one of my butternut squashes that is coming back. So I'm going to let it go because I really didn't get nearly as many as I would have liked. And then this, two plants on this end down here, this one and there's one next to it, are my cucuzzas, 2 plants. And I should have counted, but I bet you I've already gotten about 6. So here are all the, and I have 2 in the house to show you when we go back inside. We have 1. I let these get big on purpose. Because I have plans for them, but I'm cutting all the ones I can use today. So there's number 3, here's 4 and 5, and 4 right here. Let me get around to this side. It's almost about 2 feet from touching the ground. So it's almost 6 foot. And then we have 2 more right here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 I can cut today. Maybe 8. It's just crazy. And while I'm standing right here, we'll just give you an overview. Let me stick the camera through here. This is my pepper row. They're finally doing much better. And I've been getting some peppers here and there off of it. I don't know that I have anything to harvest over there today, but we'll check. And this is what's left of my, I had some yellow squash that I've already pulled up. I have, I think, 1 more yellow squash plant, but for the most part, all of this, all the way down there to the end, is 1 plant, and that is my patty pan squash, and I've gotten quite a few off of it. It's still trying to make, so I trimmed it back some because it was growing all out this way and all over there. I trimmed those 2 edges off. And then down there at the end, let me zoom you in. That's my 1 zucchini that's growing, but every zucchini on there looks like it's getting, it's growing about 1 foot, and then it's just shriveling up and dying. So I'm not really sure what's going on with that. My pole beans, we definitely have some beans to pick today. And then all of my tomatoes. They're, I didn't show it, but they have certainly put on a lot of growth. As far as leaves are concerned, it's way too hot for them to be setting fruit, even though I do have a few that are trying. I'm just letting them go. I trimmed them back very aggressively. I pruned them way back, and they're putting on a lot of growth at the top. But I think what I'm going to do is just prune off some suckers and replant those in about a month and try for some maybe a few fall tomatoes. But I've gotten quite a few off of here, and I see some that are blushing I can pick today. All the ones on this end are done for. The ones that were back over here on the other side of the arch, I pulled those already, and I need to pull these right here. And then we'll show you what's on the other side of the garden, but I'm gonna put you down for a minute and let me go see what I can pick. Hey, that's it for the cucuzzas for today. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 8. 8. We'll see what more she has to give us before the end of the season. Okay, I'm going to show you what all my zucchini are doing, the few that I've gotten. Do you see that? Now, it looks like it should be pollinated. That's about 8 inches long, and yesterday, that's where the blossom was, and I pulled it off, and it's just rotten. I'm about to pull this out of here. It makes it hard for me to get through here and harvest my beans, which there's a long bean there. These are some bush beans, pole beans, but they're Blue Lake, and they're not producing yet. They grew, and have gotten just a handful of beans off of it. But I see I have some of these long beans growing. I've struggled. These are my favorite. Denny doesn't like them, but I do. But I have struggled with the ants. Love them. So I don't know. One day at a time. I have some of those to pick though, and I think this evening I'm gonna come through and I'm gonna pull this squash. There's nothing in here. And all of it's doing, I have one tiny one right there. But if you can see, it's just getting moldy. Sorry, gosh. There it is. It's just getting moldy. So I'm just gonna pull it out. The sunflowers, some of them fell over. We got a little bit of wind off the hurricane, not much. And I think most of the tomatoes that I could pick, I have to get from the other side, but we'll come down here and I'll show you something real quick. I have some water issues on this end of the garden. It holds water a little bit. And like this zucchini never did anything. These 3 are eggplants. And truthfully, eggplants not my favorite, so I planted them late. If they don't do anything, I'm okay with that. My giant sunflower, sorry, almost fell over. Look, she's blooming. She's about 8 feet tall. Here are the long beans I got today, the asparagus beans, and the rest of the limas. Didn't see any other ones, and I got a couple of tomatoes. So we're gonna walk around the other side of the tomato row so I can show you a little better. All right. While I'm over here, I'm gonna show you my pepper row. These are the ground cherries. I've been getting a lot, and so have the ants. Every day, it's a fight to see who's gonna get the ground cherries, me or the ants. And I had a little, she's not ready to come off yet. It would be helpful if I would show you. I have a little small lavender bell pepper right there. Oops, sorry, slipped. These, I don't remember what they are. It's a, it says it's a jalapeno, I don't know. I'm trying to find something with pepper on it. Here's my, these are some cayennes. They haven't turned yet. This one down here is starting to turn. These are all lemon peppers, I believe. No, I'm sorry. These are Sugar Rush Peach. And it's finally taken off. Lots of blooms, but no peppers yet. I do have a lemon pepper. Let me step over the marjoram that's out of control. I think these are more, no, these are Jimmy Nardellos. Let's see if they're ready. Yep. Oh no, it says they're Jimmy. That one's not ready. If you pull on a pepper and it comes off easy, I'm having to pull pretty hard, then it's ready. And these are shishitos. These are the lemons. All of these, they're a hot pepper. Just waiting on them to get ripe. This is my Abe Lincoln tomato. I topped it because it was hanging over. I'm just gonna cut a sucker off of that and plant it again for the fall garden. These are some bells, but they're not making. Banana peppers, I need to come and pick some of those. I've gotten a few off of that. More banana peppers. I don't know what these are. These are giant Marconi. Right here. Not quite ready. I'm gonna let it get a little bigger. Here's a really big one. Let's see if it's ready. They will turn red. Yeah, it's not coming off. And then down here are jalapenos and shishitos and poblanos. So I'm gonna get to picking and I'll show you what I get. Okay. These beans right here are my cannellinis. I just picked some of those. But my bush beans have been eaten on. I'm not sure about what. And then take a look. Let me see if I can stand back and let you see how massive this watermelon is. The plant. It starts right here at my feet. And it goes way over there. Now I know I have, I think, 3 or 4 that I can see on there, but I did lose 2 the other day to some rain. I took my chances because they weren't very big and they busted. But I think I probably need to check one of these if I can find it. I see it. I just don't want to step on anything. There's one. It's not near about big enough. I know there are some more in here, but they're not giant yet, so I'm not going to worry with it. There's another one. And then I have one. One is growing outside the fence over here. And I think it might be a race to see who gets to it first. I don't know if you can see it right there. It's starting to get pretty big, but not near about as big as the ones I've gotten. I've gotten 2 off of these so far. I want to find that other one. Oh, right in front of my face. This is the one I need to check today. So let's see if I can see the tendril on it. It's still looking okay. I'm gonna leave it. It's not that big. Oh, it's getting hot out here and I haven't even been out here that long. So let's take a walk down the pumpkin aisle. All of this is okra. It's getting to be about 18 inches tall now, so it's coming on up. And this is okra. This whole row is okra. And then here is my row of zucchini. A lot of it came up. Almost all of it that I planted came up. And this again. All the way down there to the end. That's all zucchini. So we shall see. And then all the way to the end down there, all of this in the middle here. Let me try to come at it from this way. All of this, all okra. It won't be long. I'll be overrun with okra, I hope. That's one of my favorite things, to just come in the garden and eat. Oh my goodness, I'm sweating. Here's my pumpkins. Pickles, what are you doing? I'll take you over there and show y'all Pickles and Pig in a minute. Most all the pumpkin I planted came up, and some of it I noticed was starting to flower, so I know at first it'll just be male flowers, so it'll be a little while. But I stopped my pumpkin right here. This is my last one. And then the end of this row is some more okra. It's kind of small. It's kind of it for the big garden today. It's doing pretty good still. Getting weedy, but we're trying to stay on top of it. So I'm going to take you out and show you a couple of other things outside of the big garden. Here are the ladies. Here are some straw flowers. They're so pretty. And then this is the crimson sweet watermelon, and I believe Denny counted the other day and he said I had 7. Oh no, one busted. But they are just not getting very big, and so I haven't picked them. They're about the size of a softball, except for these bigger ones over here, and this one busted. Doggone it. I knew I would probably lose some. This is typically how growing watermelons goes for me. Typically how it goes for me because of the weather we get here. There's not a lot I can do about heavy rains. But I still have some more. I have 1, 2, 3, and 4. We'll see. You know, it's just a game you play. So let's go give this to Pickles and Pig. They got a bigger yard, and this is a shade cover we got to get put up for them. But we made their yard bigger, so they're happy. Happy little pigs. Here. You want it? You got it. Oh, that's good stuff. Don't bite. They're getting big. And now you did it, Pickles. She's a mess. He is too, but she's super funny. I just don't want to get all dirty today. I have to, they love getting in the hose. I need to record it. It's just hard to record that one-handed. Pickles, here. Listen to them. Oh, they're funny. All right, I'll be back in a minute. Okay, here's what we ended up with. Even got 2 of my lemon drop hot peppers, which I'm hoping to make a hot sauce with this year. A few tomatoes that are starting to blush. I picked a few of my edamame so I could check them out, see how big they're getting. Last of the yellow squash and all the kukutsu. So I hope you enjoyed this morning, and I hope you all have a blessed day. Please give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to like and subscribe. And I will be back with more to show you next time. In fact, we're going to be doing some preserving with this kukutsu soon. Bye.